Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're going to talk a little bit about center consoles. So we've got a center console here that is out of a BMW, and so we've already got this part already prepped out, ready to go. We've already painted it with the silver. So the reason we painted it with the silver is we're actually going to come back over it and hit it with a candy, so then that way whenever we dip it, we're going to have it's going to be more of like a bluish purple carbon fiber, and so it's going to look really cool. It's going to match the car a lot. The car is going to be more of a darker blue purple color, and so they wanted the whole center console to match in carbon fiber. So this is the game plan that we came up with. So give you a little backstory on this. We have painted all these parts individually. So this is one piece, this is one piece, we've got one piece over here, we've got one piece right here, we've also got another piece over here on the side. So a lot of different pieces on this part that we've already taken off, but we're also going to come back in and put everything together just like what we have here, so then that way whenever we dip the carbon fiber, everything all flows out the way that it needs to. And of course all the carbon wraps around and it all flows together exactly the way that it needs to, and it all lines up from part to part to part. So we've got everything ready to go. So now let's talk a little bit about what we need to do. So of course, first thing is that we're going to take our big tape like this, and we're going to tape off any of these holes or areas like this, just to help make sure that like it doesn't allow that film as it's coming up into these areas to stretch and make it pull one way or another as it's going into these areas, and then it of course makes the carbon looks like it's kind of waving all the way down through there. So we definitely don't want that. Also too, we're going to cover up some of these areas, these holes in here, these areas in here. Inevitably with a part like this, especially talking about this area right here, we're not going to have a super perfect dip, mainly because the stretch that you're going to get down inside this area, down inside here, there's no way around it. You're going to have some stretch. Now it can be manageable, but it's going to happen. So what we're going to have to come back in, we're going to have to do a little bit of touch up in here, possibly in here as well. We've already let the customer know that, so that way they know kind of what to expect whenever we go and dip this. So let's go ahead, let's get all of this taped up, and let's get our film laid out and let's get started. So here we go. So we got it all taped up. Now we're ready to go ahead, lay out our film and cut it to the size that we need. So of course, as you can tell, we've got everything all taped up down inside here. Now again, I didn't have everything in here because we do need some air to escape out of these areas in here. So also we're going to come back in, we're going to black this in, we already know that. So if it does trap air down in these little bitty pocket areas, we're not overly concerned about that. Also there's a plate that goes there, so that's not going to show, but everywhere else we've got it all taped up all the way around through there. And then also we have taped up some of these on the back side, just so that way they don't fall out or anything like that, even though they are attached to these areas like that. So let's go ahead, let's lay our film out and let's go. So of course the film that we're going to be using is going to be the CF282. It's probably our most popular carbon fiber. It's a black and clear, so of course you can use any color base under it. This one works really well because of course we're going to be using a blue or a bluish purple candy over the top of it to give it that really awesome look. So that's why we chose this one right here. So we've got everything laid out, so let's go ahead, we'll set this down on here like that, and then get the length that we need, and then we're probably going to go ahead and just leave this the entire width of it, so then that way we have plenty of room for the carbon to wrap around these areas down in here, because that's going to have of course the most stretch. So let's cut it, get it in the water, and let's get to dipping. So here we go. All right, so we've got the film on the water, got about 20 seconds left, And so pretty much now we'll let it sit, and of course we're gonna hydrate it for 1 minute and then spray it with the liquid concepts activator. So got about 10 seconds left here, and let's go ahead, grab the gun, and get ready to start spraying. So we got all of this finished up, and the royal blue that we did on this carbon fiber came out looking amazing. The customer's definitely going to love it. So definitely let me know what you guys think on how it turned out, whether you would have changed it, whether you would have done something differently. Always love to hear from you on that. Also, if you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you on anything hydrographics related. And as always, if you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you subscribe to our weekly tips and tricks. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and this is how we customize your world. We'll see you guys next time.